What's going on? Welcome back to the channel.
Fuck.
I am Rob. Adzy's back. Pete's back. What's going on, guys? We're back for Sean Penn.
Not much, guys.
Tonight.
I didn't know Rob was going to do that, but good to see you. And that was a can of Coke.
Tonight we're going to find out. You know, is the pen mightier than the Sean? What do you reckon?
Did you write that one?
I did process that one.
Did you write that? We got
I love
rules. We got rules, fellas. We've already done the spin the wheels to stop people wasting time. And we're getting close to the end of the season. Spin the wheel for the first pick. We've already done it. Who can pick the best box set? That's what we're playing here for. Best box set. You got to vote in the poll section. And in the end of the season, we will find out who is the winner. Let's get started. Pete wins the wheel board. Let's go. You're number one.
Go, Pete.
Well, you know what? I can't say that I am the biggest Sean Penn fan by any means. He's got an interesting lineup, great career. This film is one that I've already spoken about. If you've been following for quite some time, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of a drama film called Mystic River.
Very nice.
What a great film. I have spoken about it before, but I'll touch on it very briefly. This is a drama film, a bit of a thriller film. It's got a mixture of everything, but there's no comedy, obviously. But it's a very serious topic, and it's a very serious film directed by Clint Eastwood. It's got an absolute brilliant range of cast, including Kevin Bacon, Lawrence Fishburne, Tim Robbins. The list sort of goes on. And I said this when we talked about Kevin Bacon. That was the episode we talked about it.
Yes.
Sean Penn is fantastic in it, and you can tell that he's a character that's really wrestling with his own sort of demons, trying to make the right choice for himself, for his family, for his friends. And it's not easy when you've got that kind of weight on your shoulders. I don't really want to spoil too much about the plot, because I do think the less you know about this one, the better. But it is very impactful, and it is very heavy. And, you know, as far as Clint Eastwood's career, it's one of my favourites as well. So I like that film for a number of reasons and for a number of actors that are in it as well. But there you go, boys. The number one.
100%. It's a banger. He brings Sean Penn the realism. The realism.
Yeah.
He acted out so well. And his guns show.
Yeah.
Jimmy Markham, Jesus Christ, what a character. You know, it was made for him. You know, no one else could have played that character like Sean Penn did. You know, like just the grieving father bit as well. You know, not just the opening, the grieving father, and that scene with Tim Robbins on the porch. I mean, talk about two guys just going boom. You know, like it's just electric. It's electric, and it's just like, you know, that movie is so good. Yeah, it was up there.
It's a ripper. It's definitely one you've got to watch if you've never seen it. Put it on your list. Go check it out. I think it's great.
100%. But
well done, mate.
I get my number one pick still, because my favorite Sean Penn movie. My favorite Sean Penn movie. No, I don't even know if you have this in your top 5 or not, guys. But Colors.
Colors. Dude.
Colors. You got the red,
colors.
You got the blue. You got the red and the blue.
The crib
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
I haven't seen it. It's on DVD for me, but I've not seen it yet.
dude.
It's on stand. If you don't have the physical, it's on stand.
Got the DVD, I just haven't seen it yet. So
Oh, bro. Watch this. This is so good. So Sean Penn now gets matched up with this bloke who is been working as a cop for years and years and years and years. He wants to do it all by the rules. Sean Penn wants to do it all. Sean Penn wants to do something by the rules. Sean Penn wants to do stuff. Actually, I don't think I saw him have a cigarette in this one. He always smokes.
No.
I don't think he had a cigarette in this one. I don't think he had a cigarette in this one.
He's clean cut as fuck.
Yeah, he's clean cut.
Yeah.
This is about the Crips and the Bloods, so you know about the colours, the two gangs. You know, it's in the 80s. Amazing. There's some absolute crazy scenes where some of them, Adzy, you know about the shootouts. I don't want to spoil this now for Pete because he's got to see it.
No. Yeah, it's brilliant, and the ending is powerful. Yeah.
But some of the scenes where you see the shootouts happen, look freaking excellent for the 80s. Look wicked. Like some of the bullet holes in them and all that. You're like, holy shit. And it's full on. The only thing I'm going to give away, and it's not really a spoiler, and Adzy will freaking laugh, is a scene where he goes, Adzy, I was just grabbing my pants. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. You'll love it. You'll know when I'm talking about it.
The banter between Duval and Penn, I mean, is brilliant. And it's like end of watch sort of scenario. And it's just it's really fun, and like it couldn't be made today, obviously, because it's very there's lots of racist stuff in it.
Yeah,
but, I mean, for the time, it's fantastic, you know. And it was on my list for sure.
Yeah,
and but I didn't grab the physical for my number one, which I'm pissed about, and I've got the DVD. Rob just reminded me of grabbing colours, but it's there somewhere. Like you guys know, it goes back. So, it'll take me all night to find it, but I love colours though. I think it's fantastic, yeah.
Okay.
So, sorry about forgetting the physical for number one.
What do you got? What do you got?
I
sent Rob a gift of this, so he'd think it was my number one, and it is my number one. But I was trying to do a mental gymnastics.
You prick! I thought you were fucking with me, and you're going to hold it to the end. Go on.
My number one is Dead Man Walking. And talk about full circle with Mystic River. I've got that one. Good prep.
I don't have it.
Prep. Talk about full circle with Mystic, because Tim Robbins directed this film starring Sean Penn and Susan Sarandon.
Yes.
And he's in working with Sean Penn in Mystic. But this is about, and it doesn't really like the message isn't like you have to think like this. They show you the whole thing. They show you it isn't rammed down your throat. That's what I love about the film. It's not you have to be against the death penalty, or you have to be against this, that, and the other. It's literally, it shows you a story, and it lets you make up your own mind. You can feel sorry for him if you want to. No, you can feel sorry for him. You can feel like you want to murder him yourself. At points, you bloody do. And I'm not going to give you what I think about what my take is on the message about the death penalty, but the performances in this are just, Susan Sarandon is so good, and it's about a bloke who's on death row. He did murder 2 people and 2 kids, teenagers, and it's about. I mean, you don't. It's probably a spoiler, but you don't know straight away when you're watching it. But I mean, you definitely do. I mean,
you know,
and,
lying.
But just be warned. There's lots of topics in this, and where the parents spill their guts, and it's not comfortable viewing. But I just watch it for the direction and the performances, especially by Sean Penn. I think this is his best achievement in acting, because he literally makes you feel like this, right? About such a serious topic, and it's like, that's a feat in itself. And he's fantastic, and so is Susan. Just their back and forth. It's just it makes the film for me.
So I actually watched that film for the first time last night. And I was going to watch either that or Colours. So they were the two that I just hadn't had a chance to watch yet. And that's the one I picked. And I agree with you. It is very good. And I like Sean Penn's brilliant, but I sort of sat there going, man, Susan Sarandon's just that slightly, just outdoing him just that little bit for me. And then I later checked she won the award and everything with the Oscars. But it's so heavy. I don't know how often you get to watch that one, but it is great. There's no doubt.
I just watched it, and I actually think Sean outdoes her. But I mean, mainly because he's got more to chew on. So he's got a lot to chew on in that film. But she's fantastic. Yes. I mean, she deserved the Oscar for once. I'm not going to get into the Oscars this year.
No.
All I'll say is, Demi. All I'll say is G.I. Jane. But anyway, but I love Honora, so I wasn't mad.
You're happy.
But still.
No, I'm happy. No rants here.
Good pick, man.
We'll do another episode.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, I got another one.
Well done.
What do you got?
As a banger start.
it is.
You know,
I've got one that I've been talking to Robbie about a little bit, and can I reach it? I don't think so. So no physical.
Have I got it? Have I got it? Maybe I've got it.
I think so. And it's by Brian De Palma, and it's called Carlito's Way. It's my number 2. Yeah, I've got the 4K as well. And what a film. What an absolute banger of a film. And Sean Penn steals the film off Al Pacino. Now, that isn't a small feat. That is a massive feat. Yep. His curly-haired, absolute sleazebag attorney is so good. And just the opening scene where he gets him off. And then, and he does so much blow in this film. It's crazy, you know. And it's probably, you know, how much blow the blow budget was on the film between the two of them. But that's here nor there. But what an entertaining flick. I mean, like, this is probably, this is close to Scarface level. I mean, if not as good as Scarface. Really, you know, it's so entertaining, you know, and it's about Al Pacino. Sean Penn's Al Pacino's lawyer. Al Pacino's been released from prison trying to go straight. He winds up in a pool hall. Something bad happens, and he's looking over his head for the rest of the film. And it's all to do with someone's character, which I'm not going to say here, but you can have a pretty good guess about who's the real bad guy in this movie. But Sean's phenomenal, and I think it's his second best performance of all time. So I love it so much.
Agreed.
I love Carlito's Way. I quote that more than Scarface, I reckon, personally. Like, I just think it's so good. The monologues from Pacino, and Sean Penn looks like a Three Stooges in this. Like, he looks so unhinged and so unpredictable. You think he's going to poke your eyes out.
They did his hair so good.
It's just so Sean Penn, though, isn't it? Like, so method and so different.
Yeah.
It's different to anything he's ever done. I want it.
And the scene in the hospital where, basically all I'll say is time's up. If you haven't seen this film, you don't know what that means. So all I'll say is time's up. You had your chance, you fucking blew it. But, brilliant film. 10 out of 10 movie.
Yeah, great.
Agreed. All right, I'm going to go. A little bit of a traumatic one, but also a good one, and that is 21 grams.
Oh, good choice.
This is so back and forth. This movie, it is so brilliant. I know they would have filmed it all like properly and then cut it, but when you first watch this and you're thinking, and then when it goes backwards and forwards, you're thinking, what's going on? But if you don't know the story, without major spoilers, her husband has an accident and he gets the heart and then he hooks up with her.
That's it.
That's it. That is it. But
Benicio.
Naomi Watts, fantastic in it. Naomi Watts was fantastic. Sean Penn was so good in it. While he's just the different stages of his emotions and all that as well, when he's waiting for the new heart and then freaking back on the drugs and then he really wants to thank the freaking family. It's just one crazy roller coaster ride, this movie. This is nuts. This actually is nuts. It's not full on drama if you think it's full on drama. It has everything in it. Fucking watch it now. Buy it from your local whatever.
Yeah, 100% agree. I think that, and it's got the feels, you know, like, and it puts you through the ringer. And the way Rob's absolutely right, the way it's done, the way because they definitely filmed it like normal, but they put scenes that they didn't want you to. So they split it up where you don't need to see this yet, but you'll need to see this. So and it's fantastic.
And you want to see. And you're like, why didn't I get to see what they're going on about? I want to see what they're going. And then they show you later on.
Yeah.
Backwards and forwards. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I didn't want to see that, but I did want to see that.
Yep. Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah. I got nothing else to say.
I haven't seen it.
Pete.
You've got it though, don't you, Pete?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can send it to you. I got the DVD and the blue, so I'll send you the DVD. Done.
Ooh, I have got it on DVD or digital. I can't remember which one, but I have got it.
Oh,
It's on the list. It's there among many other movies to watch. It's just, I have tried so many times to try and watch that one. Every time I get near it, something comes up. Grandpa rings me. He's got a problem. Needs his, just whatever. Needs his hookup.
I'm out of rubber feet.
I tell you what, that grandpa, that fucking grandpa.
I bet you he's seen 21 Grams.
Yeah, he keeps. You should see the VHS version of it, man. The freaking Naomi Watts scene is all scrambled. The Naomi Watts scene's all scrambled. Freaking grandpa.
Grandpa's got his own cut. It's got none of Sean Penn, none of Benicio. It's just Naomi in the buff.
All right, what's your second pick, Pete?
Well, obviously, I feel like, I have missed a few good Sean Penn films you guys have covered tonight. So I guess you might say some people at home must be at close range, eh?
Hey, good.
1986, starring two amazing actors, Sean Penn, Christopher Walken. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to watch it.
You got to do it.
You got to buy the Blu-ray because it's a delicacy.
I own this. I don't know where it is.
I don't bother looking in your collection, man. I would have to say, this is imprint number 25, right? And when I was reviewing a lot of the imprint stuff, this was probably one of my all-time favorites. Like, this was my favorite imprint movie, among the top 40s, 50s, maybe. Great performances, great stories, and just really Christopher Walken, when is he never unpredictable? He'll just chew his gum and just stare, and you're like, is he going to laugh? Is he going to kill someone? Is he going to swear? Like, what's he, you don't know what he's going to do. And, this is a film about a father and a son, and a father is involved in some serious criminal activities. And of course, you have a son who wants to be loved and a son that wants to have approval and just all these things. And, look, it's just a great film. And I love the soundtrack for this. I love the conclusion of the film. I just love everything about it. And I didn't really know about it until Imprint released it. So thank you, Imprint, because it was a great introduction to that film that I'd never seen before. And I really love it. One of my favorites from Sean Penn, actually, and Chris Walken. So
I watched it.
Cheers, guys.
I watched it because of Adzi when we did the Kiefer Sullivan episode, and Cheeky Freak fucking put it in there because Kiefer Sullivan was in it for 2 minutes.
Yes.
And so I had a watch of it from your suggestion, and oh man, what a movie. It's a movie about manipulation, friggin' when people are down on their luck and want money, they'll friggin' do anything, but then they realise the good over bad. But holy crap, what a performance from all of them. And was his brother stoned the whole movie? For real?
Yeah, I'd say so. Chris Penn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon he was stoned the whole fucking movie. But that's a banger. That's a banger, man. You've got another pick, man, Pete.
All right, boys. Ready for this one?
Yep.
No more games, except for this one.
You bugger.
Yeah.
From 1997. Look at the steelbook. I got to take... Ooh, this is from the UK. I really love this movie greatly. The funny thing is, though, you get a different experience after you watch it the second time for obvious reasons, but it's literally about a man played by Michael Douglas who's given a very unusual gift. He's given a game unlike anything he's ever seen or played before. Is it real? Is it fake? Why is there a clown there? Is Sean Penn, good or bad? And there's so many questionable elements, and I love that addition that Atsy's got. Look at that. Love that.
Oh, damn.
This is a roller coaster film because for the whole time you're sitting there going, what's going on? Is that real? Is it fake? Is that person telling the truth? Is Michael Douglas in a dream? Is this Inception? There's a clown in here. How creepy. You really are questioning everything until the film's final moments, and everything is answered. You're content whether you're happy with the ending or not. You have answers. You know the truth. You know everything. And I just loved what a ride this movie was. And I think Douglas was really good. I think Sean Penn was pretty cool. And there's some great performances all around. But it's really the story, that was really good. When was the last time you watched a film going, what's going on, like for the whole duration, and you're frustrated because you really want to know? And I thought it was great. I thought the director nailed this one, and the game. What a cool film.
I'm not going to give away spoilers. I like the movie, but I hate
Please
the
don't.
ending.
Yeah.
I hate,
Right.
I hate
I
the
don't
ending.
think
I'm
you're
not
alone.
surprised, but
Yeah, you're not alone, mate. You're not alone.
Yeah.
A few people do hate it, but that's why I said, love it or hate it, you do get answers.
But it's a
which is
great
good.
movie.
The
I love
director could
the
have been
ending.
really ambiguous.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
I
director could
think
have just gone, you
it's-
figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's very original, and I think that he completely subverted expectations. So it was just like, and it makes sense in the end, like. But there's a bit in it where I agree with Rob. There's a bit in it where you kind of have to suspend disbelief, it's literally There's a big plot hole in it. But I still enjoy the ending. I think it's fucked up.
Anyone gave you that game, I'd kick their fucking ass. I'd fucking kick their ass. I'm
When's
going
your
with
birthday?
no, I don't have one.
When's your 50th again?
I don't have one. Many years away. Oh, shit. All right. So, I don't have physical media on this one, but this next one I do want to have it. I wish I owned it. 1983. It's called Bad Boys.
Oh, goody. Yeah.
Bad Boys.
Haven't seen it.
Oh.
Wicked. It's like a jail. Oh, Robert, so yeah.
So it's a jail movie. Chris Penn's pretty young. Sean Penn's pretty young. And, this he accidentally kills a rival gang member in the car. That's not spoilers. That's the plot. And he's in. Basically, is it a juvie for kids? It's because the adults aren't in that jail yet.
No, he's in juvie. And he does something in juvie. He gets transferred into the adult prison.
Okay, later on. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is pretty violent as well. Some good fights in it. Some good prison fights. Bullying. You understand a lot about bullying in this, and these kids being tough when they're supposed to be freaking being rehabilitated. Fantastic movie. Great ending. I love it. And Sean Penn's fantastic in his young role here. Got to watch it.
Brilliant. Yeah, it was
Somebody
a
at home is
star-making performance.
Somebody at home's going, is that the one with Mark Lawrence and Will Smith in it?
No.
This one's a little bit more
Nancy,
downbeat.
Yeah.
This one's more violent.
There's no slow motion.
No.
Gunplay in it.
This one's more violent.
Sorry, Nancy. I didn't mean to catch you up.
I was gonna reiterate what Rob said. It's fantastic and really underrated, and highly recommend anyone checking it out if you like Sean Penn, if you like prison films, and it's an R-rated one. So it's full ball at it. But I mean, if you like that sort of film, like Shawshank and Green Mile, you're gonna love it. So
100%.
check her out.
Not available on physical media in Australia as well. That one's a tough one to crack on as well, from my memory.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I've tried looking for it.
It's on DVD in Australia, but I think it's way out of print.
That's what I'm getting at. It's very difficult to find. So Umbrella, come on, Umbrella.
It'll be like
Imprint,
Fortress.
Umbrella.
Yeah, Fortress.
Yeah, come on.
Can't get Fortress. So this one doesn't have Mike. This one doesn't have Mike Lowry. In it. No Mike Lowry. You just fucking get Fortress out. What do you got? As your third
Bloody
pick.
Fortress.
Third and fourth pick.
It'd be quicker if you stop cracking me up. Okay. I got two bangers here, boys. All right. I'm going with Casualties of War, another De Palma film, for my next. And it's a war film. Yep.
Didn't think you'd pick it.
Yeah, I got the Blu-ray somewhere. You boys know I didn't really do much physical prep for this one, but it's an Umbrella title. You can get it on Umbrella, and it's right here. It's in the that's it. And thanks, Pete. Thanks for having my back again. I own it as well, and I'm pretty sure it's still in print on Umbrella's website. And if not, you can get it. Don't worry about that. But this is a powerful Vietnam film. But it's not about the war. It's about the war between blokes in the platoon, and it's about Michael J. Fox, fantastic in it as well.
He's so good.
Sean Penn plays like the
Sergeant.
head of the sergeant, and Michael J. Fox plays just one of the soldiers, and they come to a crossroads because they take a POW female and start essaying her. The whole, or half the group do, half the group watch on in horror, and gang essaying her, and it's like, you know, for this one, I understand if you don't want to watch it because it's full on as all hell, but I mean, you should watch it because it shows a side of war that barely really gets touched. It's mainly about explosions, guns, and, you know, the boys. But in this one, it's about a guy fighting back against the head honcho who thinks this is okay when fucking anything but is okay with this shit, you know, and it's just disgusting. And yeah, but it's a great film, and it's told very, very well. And De Palma's direction is out of this world. And yeah, it's not one to watch with the kids, I'll put it that way, but it's definitely one to watch if you haven't seen it before, and if you like war films, but different kinds of war films. So it's a different story about the war, but it definitely happened, and things like this. And yeah, but Sean Penn's performance really encapsulates a bad guy. It really does. He's horrible in this, and it's like light versus dark. He's the dark, Michael J's the light. So yeah,
it's not like he's even a bad guy. It's just like he's just got no morals.
Oh, kind of, but yeah, he's got layers. Like I always say, there's layers to his character, but he's out and out nasty. So yeah, look at this. Go to this one with caution, but definitely check it out. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah,
100%. I couldn't believe. So I found this triple disc DVD.
Oh, nice.
At the op shop called Combats of War. It's got Black Hawk Down, Tears of the Sun, and Casualties of War. And I'd never seen Casualties of War before. And so I watched it for this, and I was like, "Holy shit!
Oh, it's fucked up.
Good, like, yeah, it's crazy." Michael J. Fox was brilliant, though. Absolutely brilliant, man.
John, no, not John C. Reilly. John McGinley's in it again. He was in Platoon as well, and it's got a great supporting cast as well. John Leguizamo. Yeah,
love John.
Oh, he's great. And yeah, it's fantastic. Have you seen it, Peter?
No.
Watch it.
Have you got it? Oh, you got it.
Yeah, Blu-ray.
I
did warn you. I did warn you when you announced the show. I haven't seen a lot of Penn stuff.
No, I know. No, Pete did. Pete did. Yeah.
But Pete, your wife won't like it though.
Oh, she might. No, she might. I mean, nah. I mean,
we're both. Yeah, me and the missus are not, but either one of us are not huge Sean Penn fans generally. Like, he's a good actor, but some of these movies are so heavy. I mean, you know, like you just said, Jolie, it's not one you watch with the kids. I mean, you know, if I have a date night, who's going to say, "Hey, babe, Casualties of War tonight"?
Yeah, good point.
You know,
don't watch
and you wouldn't say Fortress. You wouldn't say Fortress either, but you might.
Yes, I would.
Yes, I would.
Oh, what's that out the window, Billy? Stop it, Billy.
It's Santa Claus. It's Easter Bunny.
All right, you got another one.
But they're heavy.
It is heavy. It's heavy. You got another
Shut
one.
up about Fortress Peaks. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Sit down, Billy. Sit down.
I'm going to go with a lighter one that always makes me cry for my number 5, and it's I Am Sam.
Oh, I've never seen this.
I really, really like this film, and I think he's fantastic in it, and he just breaks your heart. But and Michelle Pfeiffer, unbelievable in it. I've got the physical, but it's behind everything. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be more prepared for the next show. Don't worry. But yeah, with this one, it's about a simple fellow who loses his daughter because they think that he's not able to cope. She gets to a certain age where he's not able to cope with her one-on-one, so it turns into supervised visits and the lot. And I just find this one and his performance, fuck's sake. He got nominated for the Oscar. I don't know if he won. No, I don't know who won that year, but he was bloody good. And and Michelle's fantastic. And it's just about a guy who's trying everything to get his daughter back and to see her again, and just doing anything. And the soundtrack with the Beatles throughout the entire film is so good, and it just suits the film. And the directing's fantastic, and it's just a real feel good, but also feel very, very upset and teary film. But it's one you got to watch. It really, for his performance, it's a fantastic performance. Yeah,
I only know what Tropic Thunder educated me on. Apparently, he went home empty. That's it. What it was, according to Robbie Downey Jr.
Never go full R word.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but
it's like, if you don't believe me, he goes, "You go ask Sean Penn. He went home empty-handed."
Yeah. Sean Penn. I am Sam. Yeah, when walked home empty-handed. Oh,
that's right. Because Ben Stiller did Simple Jack. That's right.
Good Jack. I haven't seen I Am Sam yet, so
I haven't either. I know it's going to flatten me when I watch it, so I got to be in the right mood for it. So.
Oh yeah, it will.
You've got to be in the right mood for those.
Again, hey honey, it's date night. Do you want to watch I Am Sam? No.
No, but
Sean Penn stuff is too heavy.
No.
I know it's good, but
yeah, no, you
just got to be in the right mood to watch it.
Yeah. Thank me later.
Yeah.
No, great film.
Very good. I'm loving these lists, man.
His movies are heavy, but you know what's not heavy? I don't have a copy of this, but you know what's not heavy? What's fun? What's funny? 1982 was Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh shit!
Totally awesome, quick, dude.
Dude, here he comes in.
Hey, bud, what's your problem?
Pizza, man. This was just, excuse me, out of this friggin' world. This was just some funny shit. I've seen it a few times now. It's just so friggin' stupid. It's like American Pie before American Pies. Like, just silly teenage shit. But Sean Penn and there's no real, honestly, there's no real major storyline. There's, he breaks up with her, and then this one's with him, and freaking what's his name keeps getting freaking fired from different fast food chains and all that. And it's just funny all the way through. But Sean Penn just plays this surfer stoner dude that walks around with no shirt all the time. He's like, "Hey, dude."
Yeah.
Gold. If you haven't seen this, gold. And there's no real friggin' storyline to this. There is no real storyline. I don't care what anyone says. It's just all over the place, and it's just fun. That's all I can say about it.
It is, yeah. It's a belter, and I completely forgot it. It wasn't even on my list.
Isn't Nicolas Cage is also in this, and from memory, he lied about his age in order to get a part as well.
He's billed as Nicholas Coppola because he's Francis.
That's right.
Ford Coppola's nephew. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's some trivia around this film, but he's just such a trip out of it. What a fun role to play as well. Like, who wouldn't want to play that character? Just be a stoner or drop out.
Sorry. Dude, the teacher was just hilarious. Like, friggin'
just the hand.
Yeah. He fucking comes in late, and you're like, "Nope, you've got to leave." He was such a freaking prick teacher that you just hated. Freaking orders a pizza to his desk.
Yeah. What are you doing? Learning about history, eating some food. And he gives the pizza out to everyone in the class.
Yeah, that pissed me off. Teacher, you don't do that shit. Not with someone's pizza. Not with someone's pizza, man. That's fun, man. You got to watch that. Anyone that hasn't seen that, watch that. You got 2 in a row, Pete. So hopefully 2 that you've seen.
This is it for me, isn't it? So I got to do some bangers here, don't I?
Yep.
Well, you've brought out a bit of a comedy. I want to sway it back into a bit of heaviness. Let's go back to the year 1998, a film that had a massive amount of actors in it, from Nick Nolte, John Travolta, George Clooney, and I'm talking about Thin Red Line.
Bull Terror.
Thin Red Line.
Yeah.
this is like it's like 3 hours long from memory. When I worked in the when I worked in the video store days, we had preview VHS cassettes, and I remember watching this movie, and I was like, I'll just watch now and go to bed. I was so glued to this movie. At a young age, I had to see how it ended. Amazing amount of cars. The other thing about working in the video store days, because this had so many big actors in it, I remember customers returning it going off at me because George Clooney only had one scene that went for less than 2 minutes, and he's bloody top billed. And same with John Travolta, he has like one little cameo and that's it. But there he is in the credits. But we're talking about the Penn, right? So I actually like Sean Penn in this, and I think his interactions with, Jim Caviezel, have you pronounced his name?
Jesus.
Are really good. Yeah, Jesus, that's right.
Jesus.
His opening monologue is actually really good. The way he's, it's just brilliantly done. But the film itself, it is a powerful war film. It's also got John Cusack in it. Another great actor is in the film as well.
He was good.
It's actually been deemed by a lot of people as their greatest film of all time for a number of reasons, whether it's the film score, cinematography, acting. It is amazing to see all these actors on screen for this epic war film. It is hard-hitting and it is very memorable, but I won't go too much into it because it is a war film, and, I like to have a bit of fun, not make it too sad and downer. But Thin Red Line, boys, talk to me.
Mate, do you know what my problem was with people with this movie? Because this is telling a story. It's telling a story, and how can you not like a movie with Woody in it? Woody's in it.
Yeah. But he gets his ass blown up.
Yeah, he gets his legs, he blows his legs off with a grenade.
But the problem that people had with this, the people that didn't like it, was because Saving Private Ryan just came out not long before it. And they had the expectations that it was going to be just like a Saving Private Ryan, but this is totally different type of movie. It's
same year.
Same year, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was up for Best Picture. Yeah, no, it was up for Best Picture with Saving Private Ryan.
It wasn't as big as Saving Private Ryan.
Sorry,
look, Saving Private Ryan's better, but this is different because it's 3 different bits, basically. This movie is in 3 different sections. It's not just war. It's story. But I love it.
I do
it's
too.
like Bug's Life. Yeah. It's like Bug's Life and Ants and Dante's Peak and Volcano. You can't please everyone, but
easy, Pete.
All those video store flashes come back to me. But like people always try to compare the two of the same. It's like, no, they're 2 different films, dude. Chill out.
Hey, if you want to compare the market, you don't compare the market.
That's right. Go to Blockbuster. Go to those ugly places like Blockbuster instead.
Hey. Whoa. What do you got as your 5th? Oh, sorry, you're still going?
I've got one more, yeah, correct?
Yeah.
Have you guys got other picks too, or are you guys done as well?
No, I've got one more. He's got one more.
Okay.
No, I'm done.
I was almost...
No, you got one more.
Oh.
We've all got one more.
Well, I was going to do a bit of a funny one, but I'll ease up a bit. Let's get into it for the sake of time. You know what? I really like this movie, and Sean Penn's not in it a lot, but he does elevate the screen when he's on. Licorice Pizza from 2021. I had a lot of fun with it.
Yep.
I went to a film preview here in Queensland, Australia, and I didn't know anything about it. It was a bit of a quiet movie. It's just sort of being released. There was no hype around it. And I gave it 5 out of 5. I just thought this was, it almost reminded me of Almost Famous. It's just one of those heartfelt stories. You have a few laughs along the way. There's a few drama moments. It feels like you're taken back to another period of time. If you don't know what Licorice Pizza actually means, it's actually a record shop. Back in the day, it was actually a record shop called Licorice Pizza. But it's about a young couple that fall in love, and obviously this film is about their interactions on and off. Bradley Cooper has a part in this film, and he steals it. And Sean Penn's great in it as well. It's got a great cast. The soundtrack absolutely rocks. But I don't think we talk about this enough. And in Australia, we only got it on DVD, which is a bit lame. So it really didn't get a big release, but I think it deserves a lot of love. I just found it so lively and fun, and get on it. Licorice Pizza.
Yeah, it's beauty.
I've never seen this one.
Boom.
Yeah. Oh, it's
like I said, Sean. Oh, sorry, he's not a main character in it, but he has a good part in it. Sorry, madam.
No, you're right. It's if you like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, check this out.
Yes.
Yes. It's literally, I think, Paul Thomas Anderson's take on what Tarrant, and it's got real people that were really there, especially Bradley Cooper's character.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause he was married to Barbara Streisand at the time, and he is nuts in it, and that whole sequence. So yeah,
station.
it's the petrol station, the bit in the house, and it's just fun. Like Pete said, it's heaps and heaps of fun, and like it's very underrated. And why we didn't get a Blu-ray here, I've got no idea. Well, they cancelled it. It was set up to be a blue, and then they just cancelled it and just gave us DVD, which
sad.
It's just sad,
because Mega Streisand was in it.
The lead actor as well, Rob, is actually Philip. The lead actor is actually Philip Seymour Hoffman's son. And it's one of his first time acting in front of the camera. And I'll tell you what, he was pretty good too, I must admit.
Yeah,
he's got
great.
some good chops on him. Yeah. So there you go.
And
check it out.
But she steals the film. I think it's Alana Haim. She was fantastic as the teenage girl in it. Oh, she was great. Yeah.
She's got some attitude on her and everything.
Yeah. And the whole Sean Penn's great. They're all great in it. Yeah, it's definitely a solid 8 for me. 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch that, man.
Yeah.
I just loved it. I just think it was just so much fun. It just really elevated me. By the time I was done, I was like, that was just so fun. I loved it. So I just got more out of it.
Do you know what's more fun?
Pick, mate.
What?
Do you know what's more fun? Do you know what's more fun? To get
Angry Birds.
To get a movie on your last pick that you didn't think would still be there. And
really?
It's a movie that this guy sent me. We're talking about U-Turn.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for that.
I mean, damn.
Yeah.
Adzi sent me this one. Thank you very much, Adzi. Sean Penn's on his way to Vegas. He's got to friggin' pay off his gambling debt. If you haven't seen this, this is fantastic. Nick Nolte is in it. Nice action as well. Some nice shooting. But J-Lo, man. Was this her first movie before Anacondas? Or Anaconda?
No. She done Selena. She done a couple. But
yes.
Yeah. But no, this was big for her. Yeah.
She was great in this. Sean Penn was great in this. If you haven't seen this, this is look. I was going to say it reminds me of Once Upon a Time in Mexico, but that's probably way off. But you know what I'm trying to say with the two of those. If you haven't seen, because I don't want to give stuff about the movie away, but in a way, it reminds me of that a little bit. Even though they're going to Vegas, but I guess out there in the Death Valley, kind of can look like Mexico.
It's a bit like it.
It's a bit wild. It's a bit wacky. That's my 2 words on it. Like, you don't know whether to laugh or to be frustrated or to be disappointed or be shocked. Like, it's a wacky, wild. I saw it in the 90s and on VHS, and it was just one of those moments where it's just so frustrating, but then it's so funny. And then you think, well, what's going to happen next? Oh, great, now this is going on. Bloody hell, that's frustrating. But then it's wacky and it's funny. It's just a really unusual mixture. And, of course, it'll resonate differently with everyone because some people go, that's just bloody stupid and annoying, don't want to watch it ever again. But some of us will probably watch it and have a laugh or our take will be different. But it's a funny film for Sean Penn to be in that. That's for sure.
He's lucky his car broke down right near Billy Bob Thornton's friggin' mechanic place. That's all I'm going to say. He's very lucky.
Billy Bob in it. Holy
Billy Bob's great. Billy Bob's great.
Unrecognisable.
Oh,
for me, this has always been a 9. Ever since the 90s, like Pete was saying that it came out. It's just one of those films that I have so much fun. And like, if Sean Penn goes into a diner and then you've got Joaquin Phoenix showing up trying to fight him, going, the name is TNT, Toby N. Tucker, got it? And it's like, I'm in. I'm fully in. And you've got J-Lo in the buff. I'm definitely in now. And then you've got Nick Nolte brandishing weapons. Yeah, this is my bag, baby. This is Oliver Stone at his most, unhinged. He probably did 2 lines of coke before, before each thing. But all I'm saying is that this was my bag. That's why I said it to Rob, because I had the Blu-ray and I was like, Rob, you got to check this out. I didn't know he was going to pick a fucking mark, but yeah.
And so thank you for sending me this. I stole your next pick. Was this your next pick?
No. Nah, it wasn't. Nah. It was on my list. It probably would have been 6. Nah,
What's
it wasn't.
What's your last pick?
I'm being overly dramatic.
I know.
No, this was always going to be my last. This was always going to be my last pick because, to be honest, I actually think this is his best performance of all time, and I'm sure you guys might not agree, and guys might not have seen it, but it's based on a true story, and it's called The Assassination of Richard Nixon.
I haven't seen this.
Right.
And all right, so make that essential viewing. If you like films like Taxi Driver and Joker, you're gonna love it. And it's about a guy whose life is pretty much falling apart. He's going through a separation with his missus, who's played brilliantly by Naomi Watts. You've got the likes of Jack Thompson in it as his boss, Aussie Jack Thompson. You've got you've got Don Cheadle as his friend in it, who works at a tyre shop, and it's just about a bloke who's kind of imploding, and about wanting to do something, like, if you think of that, and I'm not going to spoil anything about this film, all you need to know is Sean Penn is fantastic in it, and quite scary, all right? And it is not, it's very, very dark. And based on a true story, this actually happened. A guy named Sam Bick actually carried out what happens. If you want, I've got it on DVD, but I couldn't find it. And I need to do some. Next time you see it on the show, there might be a very different situation behind me, so I might have to do a little cleanup. But and it's an American copy. I don't think they released it in Australia at all on physical. So but you can watch it certain ways or on streaming. But I'm pretty sure you have to go. But Umbrella imprint, please release this beauty, because it's absolutely fantastic, and it's based in the 70s, and it's got that 70s look to it as well. Direction's fantastic, and it's hard to talk about because you guys haven't watched it, so I won't go into it much more. All I'll say is it's about a journey of a guy who's very depressed, and about what happens. It's about as much as I can say.
I'll watch that. Does Richard Nixon get assassinated? Tell me, I don't care.
No.
No, I didn't think he got it. I was wondering if
No.
got assassinated.
No.
All right. Sweet, man. We got we got some real banger lists here, man. This is hard. So let's put the list up on the board. Pete has Mystic River, Close Range, The Game, Thin Red Line, and Licorice Pizza.
List.
Damn good. Sorry, I laughed when I said close range because I knew that friggin' Adzi would have had that on his list. I had it on my list, but it got stolen from Adzi. I got colors. 21 grams, Bad Boys, Fast Times, and U-Turn. Not bad at all. U-Turn that I stole. I love stealing songs. And Adzi got, Dead Man Walking, Carlito's Way. I don't know how you pulled Carlito's Way at the third pick. Casualties of War, I Am Sam, and Assassination of Richard Nixon. Banger list. We've all got banger lists down there. I actually don't know how you friggin' snagged Carlito's Way there, really. And Casualties of War. I was going to leave Casualties of War to the 5th pick, so I didn't think any of these would bloody...
Do you know what my 5th pick originally was going to be? Just to be a complete tool bag that I am. in 2016, I just find it really funny that Sean Penn in real life is such an angry bird. He's a cranky dude. So naturally, they cast him as a voice in the Angry Birds movie.
Oh,
I just find that, that was going to be originally my 5th pick. I just found that so ironic. He's angry, so let's cast him as an angry bird. And Sean Penn's like, all right, I'll do it. I don't know. But anyway.
Speaking of birds and Sean Penn, did you see the episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm? Where he's he's the proprietor of a exotic bird shop, and oh my god, and he's like calm and collected, and it's called a spite shop and he explains this, right? He goes, this is my spite shop because the guy next door that I fucking hate, he started his own exotic bird shop, so I had to do this one here. Right, and he gets into it, right, full Sean Penn mode, right, and you know, so this is a spade shop, right, and then you just hear a bird go, ah, ah, and you go, shut the fuck up. Next, right. So you like Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Like I know we're coming to a bit of a close, but the man has done some crazy. He's got a crazy career, man. From, you know, like the list, like even just playing himself and being John Malkovich or having a cameo in Risky Business, like it's a nut career. It's
or when he played that rock star that he played, and he's he's playing like friggin'
This Must Be the Place.
Yeah, this must be the place.
Like an Ozzy Osbourne kind of wannabe.
Yeah, I thought it was like Boy George he was meant to be or something. I don't know. It was weird. It was fucking funny though.
What a career.
Anyway. We'll cut it off so people can vote in the post section and thumbs up, like, subscribe. Don't be surprised if our competitors do Chris Penn next week and it'll be like buying a draft episode from Wick. Stay tuned and we'll be back next time. See you.